the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Jackson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
4 yards on the pickup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, QB, come on. Check.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
Set, ready. Get the flag. 1-5-4. Defense wins championships, baby.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This pass into the arms of Snead. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Jackson now. Snead's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. It's complete to Snead. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. It's caught by Roberts. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
It's now 4th and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, watch that.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Ingram denied on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill. Go. Get out there. Motion.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jackson Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now it's Jackson. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Malik Collins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Patrick Owasor able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. The completion there lines up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Letting one wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold.